The COVID-19 pandemic forced more than 150,000 small and medium enterprises to close down, leaving 1.2 million people without jobs. Millions of others have had their salaries slashed, some by as much as 75%. Even right until late last year, when most economists already saw the world emerging from the pandemic, few expected the massive increases in oil and gas prices and the disruption in the major international supply chains that would lead to skyrocketing costs of raw materials for the manufacturing sector. The economy may already be opening up, but SMEs now face a different threat. The ringgit is weakening and the national debt is rising to never-seen-before levels. As the prices of food and other essentials continue to rise, inflation looms on the horizon. SMEs have long been the backbone of the economy. However, the pandemic revealed never-seen-before weaknesses in them. Why have they failed so badly? What needs to be done to save the SMEs that remain? Experts say most of the fault lies with the business owners themselves. They do not invest enough to ensure that their businesses can survive such serious challenges and crises. For instance, there has been little effort to move away from labour-intensive operations to greater automation. But this is easier said than done. SME operations are small by nature, so there is limited funding. This makes it difficult for them to invest in upgrading technology and enhancing staff skill sets. Also, there is the issue of labour costs.
Implementation will actually add more costs to the SMEs. So in order to cut the costs, SME somehow have to retrench some of the workers in order to sustain their business operation.
Companies that fail to ensure sustainability in their operations are usually more vulnerable to uncertainties. These failures have been very costly for the overall business climate in Malaysia.
SME is very important because it is a backbone of Malaysian economy and society. I say it because the SME supports 66% of the workforce in Malaysia and they contribute 40% to the GDP.
The Small and Medium Enterprises Association, or Samanta chairman William Ng, agrees that SMEs have to cut their reliance on labour. He also pointed out that there are other factors that are beyond their control.
The political uncertainties and certain government policies have also tilted competition in favour of larger and better funded domestic players, including GLCs. And unfortunately, as SMEs, there's really nothing much we can do about that.
Many SMEs just barely survived the pandemic and will be further strained with dampened demand. Their worst nightmare hasn't arrived yet. When it does, it will be potentially devastating. The high budgetary spending, the softening ringgit and expanding money supply within the economy would be fodder for a perfect economic storm that will fuel inflation. On the bright side, a number of parties have already put in place measures to ensure that the progress made in ensuring sustainability over the previous years will not be jeopardized. Bank Negara Malaysia has invested 1 billion ringgit under two initiatives to support SMEs that want to adopt strategies to help them achieve business resilience. Financial and asset management services provider BNP Paribas now helps its client negotiate the environmental, social and governance processes, while consulting firm Ernst & Young guides micro SMEs through the sustainability development goals requirements. The COVID-19 pandemic has uncovered the inherent weaknesses in SMEs. It is now a race against time to get their act together before more of them are left in the dust. Melissa Ong reporting for FMT Business.